chess friends, currently, the Computer Chess Championship is in progress, featuring the top 12 super engines. In this 60+1 bullet chess game, I've achieved a remarkable score, surpassing everyone by more than 70 points. Today I'll share my recent tournament match with Kesa. She is the chess queen equipped with a 16 GB hash and 250 threads, so let's go. I started the game with d4, we have none other but knight f6 move, c4, and here black usually go with d5. Let me show you the variation, knight f6. This position is so-called QGD symmetrical variation, c6 to capture the pawn with the idea of playing b5 to neutralize the structure, so knight c3 capture a6 to prevent b5. I am showing you a chess opening trap which you can apply in your game to impress your gf, c6 to pin the pawn to the queen, so sacrifice your pawn on e4, takes queen f4 to target both of the pieces, c takes d4 targets to the knight, but we will attack black by capturing the bishop. Black has to move back his knight on d6. Bishop takes c4, threatening to take the pawn, so if black responds with e6 then play bishop b5 check, the knight can't capture it because of this, so if black moves up his king then it will be checkmate in 3 moves. Pause the video if you need. White sacrifices his knight on g6, capture, and white sacrificed his another knight on d5, takes queen e5 check and mate. I guess it comes down to a simple choice, really, get busy living or get busy dying. So back to the position, Kesa played e6 to play d5, knight f3, and yes, black could go with d5 but she chooses to play c5, targeting to the pawn, and d5 was possible there but I played e3, and after couple of moves later black played e6. She just want to develop her pieces naturally, castle knight d7 b3 g6, black want to play double bishop fumetto in both sides where white launches attack on bishop b2, bishop g7 d5. Black shouldn't capture it as knight takes d5 can corrupt your position, knight can't take the knight because the bishop will hang there, so she played e5 and look at the position, she turned her position into the pirate defense. It is the best defensive opening for black, e5 knight h5 to target the bishop, g3 to protect knight's entry points, and you might think that my light squares I get weak, but that's not true. My light square bishop can use these squares. Bishop h6 h3 knight f6 to target the pawn, so king g2, my strategy is to play knight h2 g4, after knight captured I will take the pawn to push the f-pawn, takes to play e5, capture, and I will get 2 connected and 1 pass pawns in center. It will be quite challenging for black to handle the position, so queen d7 targets to the pawn, rook h1, and after some moves later I played knight h2, I go as my strategy, so after bishop g5 knight g4 take, I open the file with a tempo. f5 is possible near future, knight escapes f3, I can play queen g1 h2 to control over the h-file and supporting the f4 square to move the pawn on f4, after take. The diagonal will be seized by my bishop while your bishop may go into jail, but after bishop d2, I changed my mind and played queen d3, rook f1 is coming to push the f-pawn, b5 rook here, knight backs rook h2, and after 2 moves white is aiming to push the pawn on f4, which is why black strikes the king side with f5, she want to open up the file, take to target this, so f4 to target the bishop first, the bishop can't move back as the g-pawn can come and paralyze the bishop position completely. So after pawn exchanges we have bishop f6, g5 targets the bishop, capturing the knight isn't the best move, let me show you why. The bishop gets the diagonal, so rook f7 bishop f3 rook b7 rook e1 queen d8, g6, black can't capture it as it can lead into a checkmate, rook e7, pawn takes check, black has to capture it otherwise white will promote his new queen, take rook check, and it will be a checkmate in just few moves, bishop h5 queen to e2 check, bishop here queen takes checkmate. When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too, so back to the position, black keeps his bishop on d4, bishop f3, threatening rook h1 to target the pawn, and knight e2 can be played to eliminate the bishop, so if you play rook f7 to protect it, then after knight e2, takes rook b2, king f2 knight c7 queen here rook backs g3, and that's it, black is completely losing the game, rook g7 rook takes h7, black can't capture it because of this, so after takes queen takes. Black position is exposed, so play a rook check, king f7 bishop h5, black have only two options consider. King e7 will fall immediately as you will lose the queen on h7, so in this position, if you play king f8 then after queen check, queen f7 queen takes mate, game will be over anyway. So chess friends, if you are enjoying my content then please like and subscribe to my channel. Back to the position, we have queen g7, rook double ups on h1, rook f7 and I captured the h-pawn. If you try to save the queen by playing queen f8 then after rook h6, black position is dead lost. Let me show you how. Queen takes b4, sacrificing the queen, takes check ups check and it will be a checkmate on h5. In the long run, the sharpest weapon of all is a kind and gentle spirit, so back to the position, chess queen Kesa decided to sacrifice her queen. Actually it's the exchange sacrifice of the queen and two rooks. Witness how I secure lead advantages and achieve a checkmate against the black side with my beautiful piano music. Black played almost good but you know, she knows, I am the Stockfish, god of chess. So wish you all the best, thanks for watching, subscribe for more, bye bye, take care, see you soon.